He might be the most hated Walter Payton Man of the Year of all time.
Honestly.
He got booed.
The fact that any Steelers fans wanted Mason Rudolph over Aaron Rodgers blows my mind.
Brazil probably thinks he's the greatest receiver of all time.
My dud of the week is Cardinals fans because you guys. Hello and welcome back to this episode of the Engage 8 podcast. I am Josh with my co-host
Mike.
and we are here. Week 1 is essentially in the books. We have Sunday Night Football on the TVs right now, Monday night tomorrow, but most of the teams have finished their Week 1 game, so it's time for our Week 1 recap. We're going to cover everything that happened yesterday, Thursday, and Friday in the NFL Week 1. We're going to start with some injuries, so if you got some guys on your team that are injured, check out our injury segment. We're going to let you know how it's looking for them. Then we're going to go game by game and recap Week 1. We'll finish off talking about some college football, and we'll give some studs and duds for the week. But we'll start with our Week 1 injuries, Mike. Xavier Worthy on Friday, shoulder injury, not good for the Chiefs offense.
Yeah, friendly fire Travis Kelce
Yeah.
takes him out. Shades of last year with Rashee Rice and Patrick Mahomes,
Yep.
where a Chief takes out a fellow Chief. But, yeah, not great. Hopefully a dislocated shoulder. He won't be out for too long. But right now, if you're the Chiefs, one position you can't afford to lose right now is a receiver with Rashee Rice out 6 weeks already with the suspension, so not great. But
Right, and it looks like he's going to miss at least a little bit of time.
yeah, that's not good. I mean, does that make Juju Smith-Schuster the alpha in that room now?
Oh, and if Juju Smith-Schuster's your alpha, is that a good thing?
No, that's most definitely not a good thing.
Yeah, I'm worried about the Chiefs in that department, and honestly, we'll talk about the Chiefs when we get to the game by game, but I'm a little bit concerned about a couple things with the Chiefs. Next, we got Brock Bowers today, knee injury, out, wanted to come back in, allegedly couldn't come back in, or wasn't allowed to come back in by the coaching staff, I should say. However, he did want to come back in.
That's good. They need him. He had a great game, I believe, over 100 yards receiving, picked up right where he left off, but that's their main weapon. That's their best player. They need him healthy. He's important, and a knee injury is always scary. So
And he looked really good before the injury,
Yeah.
so
he was playing very well.
good thing he wanted to come back in. I mean, I guess that doesn't really mean anything because you can want to come back in. Doesn't mean you should or can come back in. But in the midday window, a decent amount of injuries, unfortunately. Actually, no, sorry. We have one more from the early window. Drake London, shoulder injury.
Yeah, it sounds like he'll be day-to-day.
Yeah, he did not come back, though.
He didn't come back. I believe he wanted to, though. I don't know. Falcons is a rough loss, but you just want him healthy. You look decent. Michael Penix was very solid out there for them today.
Did not lead up to his name.
No, he did not. He played well, though, so he wants his number 1 receiver. Bijan was great in the receiving.
Bijan was great. We should start. We should make it for injuries where it's like it says the injury status, what it is, and then if they wanted to come back.
Yeah, exactly.
So it'll be like Brock Bowers' knee wanted to come back. That's all that matters. But okay, now we'll move on to the midday ones here. Derrick Stingley, back injury out. Kittle, hamstring injury out. Terrion Arnold, groin injury out. Puka, concussion. He was in and out. And then Gibbs, left ankle, didn't return, but it was also garbage time, so who knows. And for last one bit for the early window, Olave, Hill, and Waddle all left the game but came back.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to talk about someone, but I heard you say Olave. Did you see that one?
The injury?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, the dude he's like a magnet for head hits.
He is, but he played well.
He plays well.
But
But then it's just the next thing you know, he's getting hit in the head and he's down on the ground holding his head and probably another concussion.
Yeah. But he came back. He's fine.
He came back. It's just I don't want to see him taking a head injury, and I don't think he was wearing the Guardian cap either.
Yeah.
He's got to put that on.
Who was it on the Packers that was wearing it?
I don't know. I know
Dobbs?
I saw it. It could be. I think Dobbs does wear it.
Or Wicks, maybe.
I think one of the receivers wears it.
It's Dobbs or Wicks, yeah.
But I respect it, but I would respect it a lot more if Olave just put it on.
Right, yeah, exactly. Any thoughts on any of these other ones? Stingley hurts.
Stingley, I didn't see that one.
They
that
need to
does
lean
hurt.
on that defense. It was
They do.
collision with another corner and Devontae Adams.
Yeah, that's not
Back
good. They need
injury.
Stingley. Kittle's another guy, though, that they need him. They've already kind of lost a couple guys in the offense. I guess an injury we could talk about going into the game was CMC picking up that calf injury on Thursday. But he played, got a lot of touches. I didn't get the total at the end, but I was checking, and it was like 24 at one point still. So
led the team in receiving, I think, and rushing.
Yeah.
Or no, Pearsall was receiving. He was second at receiving. But
yeah, still got a lot of targets, though.
Yep.
And he looked healthy, so that's all you can ask for.
Yeah, and this isn't an injury, but we didn't get a chance to mention it since our last pod. But Amari Cooper retired, then came back, got traded, and retired again before the season started.
I don't think he got traded. I think he just signed there.
He retired and then signed there and then retired again.
Oh, almost an interception.
Regardless, that's crazy.
I had him in a dynasty fantasy football league, and I was lucky enough that a Raiders fan came along and wanted him for a 3rd-round pick.
Yep.
When I picked up that 3rd-round pick, I saw some of the clips of him practicing in Vegas. He looked a little slow and just out of it. We knew after his time in Buffalo that he
didn't love football anymore, I guess.
He just didn't. He didn't have it either.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. He's only he's 32 maybe.
Yeah. Some guys just fall out of love with the game.
It feels like he still should be in good enough shape to play. I mean, is DeAndre Hopkins 32 about? And he's not playing great, but still being able to contribute.
Some guys just go early. Maybe he just doesn't like football anymore.
Injuries do that to you. But.
Yeah. We also, Gibbs hopefully is fine. Looks like he's fine. He just missed the rest of the game because it was garbage time.
Yeah, I mean, I saw him playing late in the game, so I didn't even.
No, he missed the last drive, I think.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
But yeah, that's essentially it. Some key guy. Oh, Kittle as well.
Yeah, Kittle
hurts. Yeah, Kittle hurts, and it looks like that one's gonna be a bit. And hamstring, tight end. Yeah,
and a guy who is always injured.
Yeah, exactly. You're locked in on the TV over there.
I'm trying to figure out who that was.
We're recording the podcast, buddy. Okay.
Is that Ty Johnson?
I don't know.
I thought he was going in the end zone there.
All right. Let's go to the recap for week 1 here. We'll start with the Cowboys and Eagles Thursday night. The Cowboys go in and lose this game 24-20. The Eagles won this game. We got to start with. Actually, no, I want to start chronologically because before the game, I saw that Dak is the longest tenured starting quarterback in the NFL. That's absurd to me.
Yeah, I don't know if I saw that from you or somewhere else, but yeah, that's absurd.
It's just crazy that they showed it on the broadcast before the game. And I'm trying to think of who else I would even think would be there because I can't even think of anybody. Dak is.
I mean, Mahomes is probably almost next up,
which is just crazy. But yeah, Dak
Mahomes have to be almost next up after that. I can't even think of anyone else.
Dak is Mr. Cowboys, which makes it even harder for them to let go of him at this point.
Yeah.
But and then the biggest story of the game was the Jalen Carter spit gate.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I think it was just a terrible, terrible thought process by Jalen Carter. I think that was just a dumb decision, bad decision all around. Bad. He couldn't have done anything worse there. Yeah. You can say Dak Prescott spit first, but when you watch it, Dak Prescott clearly is behind his offensive lineman and spits on the ground. You don't spit on a person.
Yeah, I mean,
there's not even.
Do we know it was intentional?
Comparison. It was what intentional?
The spit.
Who spit?
Jalen Carter.
Yeah, obviously it was intentional.
There's no way to know for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, he said he did.
Oh, he did? He admitted to it?
I mean, it's not like he can deny it.
He could say he was trying to spit on the ground.
No, not even a chance. He spit right on it.
Having it happen.
And the funny, if it would have hit his shirt, it would have been a little bit fine, like his jersey. But it went straight, right above the shirt, down into his chest. That was definitely still on it. I don't think he could have reached it to wipe it off.
Yeah, it's probably just hanging out in there all game. What's crazy though is the fact that it was the first snap.
Before the first snap.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think that this was something he planned for days ahead of time? I'm gonna go out there and spit on Dak.
He was just talking to Tyler Guyton, and also he just spit on the ground. And all of a sudden, I think Jalen Carter said, "Did you spit at me?" And he's like, "What?" And then he just spit right back on him.
Retaliation spit.
Yeah,
that's the biggest story from the game. That
early Big Dom appearance too, though.
Yes, early Big Dom appearance, which is huge for Philly. CD, kind of brutal.
I mean, it was both somehow.
What?
He was somehow both brutal and good.
Yeah, I mean...
More brutal, though, in the end.
In the end, yes. And, I mean, at least good for Dak, because you can't really blame Dak. He put some balls on the money there at the end. CD just couldn't bring him in.
Yeah, I mean, what could have Dak done better in this game?
What could have Dak done better, honestly?
Yeah, what could have Dak done better?
Honestly.
Played pretty flawless. He was very accurate, calm in the pocket. Didn't take a sack in this game.
Which is crazy, yeah.
And they ran the ball. They didn't run the ball great, but compared to what we watched last season with the Cowboys,
oh my God,
they ran the ball great.
I mean, they were not. I mean, I can't. I'm not going to do the quick math in my head. Oh no, I can. They were better yards per carry than the Eagles this game on the ground. 5.4 yards per carry for Dallas. 4.2 for Philly.
Miles Sanders had one big carry. I think that kind of skews it a lot. The 49-yard run, which was maybe the worst 49-yard run I've ever seen.
yeah.
Why? I mean, he found the hole, made a couple nice moves, got there, but then I think Zach Baldwin looked about 7 miles an hour faster than him, hawking him down, which was brutal. 2 plays later, he fumbles. Terrible from Miles Sanders.
Yeah. But Javonte, 2 touchdowns.
Javonte gets the 2 touchdowns early. He looked great.
Yeah.
Jadon Blue, who was a guy who I thought they would probably use in there throughout, or maybe Phil Massa. None of them even got a touch.
He didn't want to practice, so they play him.
Hopefully next week he gets a chance to show out. I hope he's on healthy and active. They need him.
Yeah. Is that what he was?
He was a healthy and active. Yeah. Not good, but
not wanting to practice thing maybe plays a factor.
Devon Achane was a healthy and active week 1 a couple years ago, so that's what everybody's clinging on to now.
Yeah, you kind of have to. Last thing I really got about this game is the Eagles starting Adoree Jackson at cornerback 2.
Yeah.
Tough. And immediately bit him in the ass, immediately started getting ripped.
Yeah.
It is what it is, injuries.
Kenyon Mitchell was kind of a hold merchant a little bit.
Yeah.
Did get a pass interference on Pickens.
I wanted to see the Eagles lose this game so bad.
I kind of did too, but
they should have really, honestly.
I mean, CD, if he makes one of those catches, that would have changed the game completely. But 100%. At the same time, the last catch was a tough catch to make, the diving one.
Yes.
I understand that being dropped. The one where he was deep and he dropped it, I'm assuming he was just so surprised. I think Tolbert ran the wrong route because I don't know why Tolbert was right there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because he was running like a little bit of like a post, and Tolbert was running I don't know if he had to have ran the wrong route because there's no way they were going to be in the same spot.
Exactly.
But the first one, I think it was like a slant route that he dropped. That was the
I mean, it is what it is. They're going to be fine. It's funny because I feel like Dak is the one that always gets all the shit for the Cowboys offense. It's always Dak. It was CD in this game.
Yeah. I've always said I like Dak, and I think he's one of the most overhated quarterbacks for no reason.
Agreed.
He's underrated almost to a point.
Definitely agree.
He's getting paid a lot of money now, but every time you talk to people, they always just hate on Dak and say he's terrible and chokes in the playoffs. But we're watching 2 quarterbacks right now that are considered 2 of the top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL, and they choke in the playoffs every year too.
Every single year, exactly. And like, I don't know. I've always thought Dak was underrated, and remember before he got hurt the second time. Remember when he was getting like 5 touchdowns a game? Like, they were just
when he broke his ankle or when he broke his hamstring. Tore his hamstring off the bone.
Look, honestly, both really. He was playing well right before.
I mean, he was second in MVP in 2023, 2 years ago.
So
and the year he broke his ankle in half, he was averaging like 4 touchdowns a game, and he was running the ball like a monster then.
It's just one of those things where it's the Cowboys quarterback and Dak, and he's just a funny guy to make fun of. He said his favorite color was gray one time.
Yeah, that was brutal. And he's a Walter Payton Man of the Year. He might be the most hated Walter Payton Man of the Year of all time.
He probably is.
He got booed when he won the Walter Payton Man of the Year.
It's hard to have that happen.
The first person to probably ever get booed winning the Walter Payton Man of the Year.
You want to try something different this year?
For
the recaps, instead of me just leading us in all the games, you wanna go back and forth, like you lead us in the next one?
You want me to leave into the Chiefs Chargers?
Yeah.
I will. The game was played in Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil.
They had a couple national anthems going. The U.S. national anthem was a little bit odd, but it was still, I kind of enjoyed it. Somehow the best player in this game was probably Quentin Johnston.
Yep.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
They're saying he's the best player in the South Equator. Brazil probably thinks he's the greatest receiver of all time.
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Imagine being from Brazil, you probably think he's the greatest receiver of all time. I'm trying to pull up how many yards he had. Because he had 2 touchdowns, game-winning touchdown. And they really didn't even run the ball very well, which is something we thought they were going to do. 5 catches, 79 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Quentin Johnston. Lad McConkey was solid as well. He's looks like this is what we're going to expect from him. Just 6 catches, 75 yards.
Yep.
Pretty much every week. Sometimes he'll get a touchdown.
That's good, though. Like,
it's good. As a fantasy owner, you'd like a little bit more.
Yeah. No, you're right.
But, that's what we're going to get. Keenan Allen, 7 catches, 68 yards as well. They looked a lot more pass first this year.
Yeah, no, for sure.
They bring in Amari and Hampton. He gets 15 carries, only 48 yards. Not great. Did have a really bad ran out of bounds to end the first half, stopped the clock, allowed the Chiefs to get in field goal range. But solid. It looks like they're going to start unleashing Herbert, though. 3 touchdowns, no picks, 318 yards. One of
You see his passing chart?
maybe his best game as a
pro?
under Harbaugh.
Oh, under Harbaugh, yeah. Dude, he was amazing. His passing chart was beautiful. He was good outside. He was good inside. Like you said, 3 touchdowns, no picks. For the Chiefs, I mean, they lost the game, but they kind of won in a way because they don't have to go to LA now.
Yeah.
I said it before the season, but this makes no sense.
0 sense. The home game for the Chargers, they have different painted end zones for some reason.
And it's in division. If it wasn't in division, I wouldn't care.
100%.
But the fact that it's a divisional game that a team is losing, I mean, it doesn't matter because they won. For them, it doesn't matter. But at least they don't have to go to LA, so that's good for the Chiefs. Kelce had a big touchdown, which is huge. We have been seeing some struggling Kelce recently. And yeah, what I wanted to say about the Chiefs defense earlier is their secondary is scaring me a bit. Did not look good here against the Chargers. A Chargers offense that at points last year struggled to move the ball through the air. Pretty much moved it with ease against this Chiefs defense. Pass rush wasn't fantastic for them either. Chargers O-line is good, though. I'm not worried about the Chiefs because it's the Chiefs and it's Patrick Mahomes, and they're absolutely going to win this division. They're going to make the playoffs, and they're probably going to be in the Super Bowl. However, they didn't look good against the Chargers.
Yeah, I agree with you for a lot of it, but I almost don't want to say that I can confidently say they win the division at this point.
Really?
I think there's something about that Broncos team that gets me thinking they could.
How many years in a row have they won it?
Got to be at least 5.
I think it's like 8.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot.
Like you said, the pass rush wasn't great. Chris Jones, at the end of the game, he was supposed to get a contain on Herbert, just completely abandoned it, and that's why Herbert got that big run. Herbert was great with his legs as well in this game. He was running all over the field, and Chris Jones was yelling with, I don't know if it was Tranquil or who it was in the back, but offensively, what concerned me with the Chiefs, I mean, they're missing their top 2 receivers now. That's not going to help.
Yeah.
Hollywood Brown has a big day, 10 catches, 99 yards. They need to run the ball better, though. I know they have maybe not the best rushing offense, but Pacheco, 5 carries for only 25 yards.
Yeah, it's a problem. You're not going to win football games like that.
No. And last 9 games, Isaiah Pacheco's fantasy points, I'm assuming this is just regular season.
Okay.
5.9, 8.1, 5.7, 3.5, 1.8, 1.8, 4.4, 2.2, 4.8.
Bad.
Not good. And I drafted Pacheco in one league, which I already regret at this point. But
it's tough.
Hopefully
only 5 carries in this one, too. Same amount of carries as Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, that's not good.
And
this is a contract year. I kind of thought he was going to really push for it and break out this year. But
he had a great start to the season last year before he broke his leg in half.
Yeah.
Like, he was really good.
He was, and just not a good start here.
Maybe Kareem Hunt ends up being the guy there. I don't know. I guess if they both had 5 carries, Pacheco at least had 25 yards. Kareem Hunt had 16.
Yeah, he more yards per carry, I guess.
Honestly, 5 yards per carry ain't bad for Pacheco. He just didn't have many opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, their leading rusher as well was Mahomes. I know we didn't say it, but the quarterbacks. No, Herbert had 16 less yards than Hampton.
Yeah, Hampton wasn't great either, but first game.
Very good passing game, though, I guess.
Yeah.
Defenses were fine, but Chiefs, I am a little worried about the Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see going forward with them. We got a lot of football left to play.
The team we're going to talk about in a little bit, their defense was dominant today. How are the Chiefs going to score on that defense?
What defense?
The Broncos defense.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Colts.
No. I wish we played them this year.
Next game here, the Bucs and the Falcons. The Bucs win it after getting swept last year by the Falcons. Although they did beat them in the division, got swept by the Falcons last year, 2 games early with Kirk Cousins. Bucs win this one in a close one on the road, 23-20 over the Atlanta Falcons. Emeka Egbuka, 2 touchdowns, including a game winner, which just huge. We've been talking him up all offseason. He's been great, or he was great. And yeah, I really, really like the Bucs. I've been saying it. Their run game struggled today, but I want to give a lot of credit to the Atlanta run defense for that. I also want to say Bijan does go and get 6 catches for 100 yards, but 12 carries for 24 yards on the ground is just a crazy split there. A big reason why the Falcons lost this game, if I'm being honest. They just couldn't get it going on the ground. Penix was solid, didn't throw a pick, 300 passing yards, essentially 1 touchdown. And kind of a crazy stat I saw that I didn't know where I was going to put this on the pod, and I was like, I guess I'll just throw it with the Falcons. Wild stat. Todd Gurley is 3rd in the NFL in touchdowns since 2015, despite not playing since 2020.
Wow. That's just how good he was for 5 years.
Crazy.
And that Falcons year, all he could do was score a touchdown, and that was it.
Yeah, even when his team
was trying
needed
not
to.
Yeah, that's all he could do.
Never will forget that.
That was great. But, yeah, they just really couldn't run the ball at all, and that was kind of their surprising downfall. He was great in the receiving game, like you said, had a big 50-yard play to really start the game, touchdown. Penix looked really good, though. If I'm a Falcons fan, I'm very happy to see that at least. He let him down the field late, too, to put him in a chance to tie the game. He was great late, great at the start. Surprisingly, the guy who lets him down is Young Hoku, their kicker, who's been so good all year, or his pretty much his career, but had that one extra point that went off the post, and you get a little shaky after that. I mean, even Chase McLaughlin for the Bucs was terrible today. Both kickers were bad. He missed the kick to put him up 4. But, yeah, Koo misses the game-tying field goal, and the Bucs get a little luck finally, and they're able to get the win.
I mean, Koo's had a rough past half season and now starting this year because he was really good his whole career until like the back half of last season. Lamar takes a big sack here, and then he's kind of just fallen apart over the past 10 games ish. Yeah,
because at the start of last season he was playing very well. I'm pretty sure he had a game winner from like 60 to win.
Yes, he was really good, and then midway last year he kind of lost it a bit, and then obviously it hasn't been a great start to this year for him.
Yeah, and I'm thinking there was a couple kickers like that last season. I think Kaimi Fairbairn was like that too, but he had a good start so far.
And Fairbairn's good. Of course, he covered that first half for me, but we'll get to that game in a bit. This was a Falcons loss though. Like this is a Falcons loss if you
a Raheem Morris loss. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, not even just Raheem Morris. This is just how the Falcons go, man.
Yeah, I have a Raheem Morris quote, but before I get to that, Kyle Pitts, 7 catches, 59 yards.
Ooh,
might be back. Good day
KP.
for the tight end here. As Tyler Loop's first big kick is
good
in from 52.
There we go.
But yeah, like to see that from Pitts. Drake London, like you said, got hurt, but 8 catches, 55 yards before that. After the game, Raheem Morris talking about the kicking situation said, "I'm not going to sit here and pretend I can tell you about the technique and what happened with that miss, but we got to make those kicks. Those are very makeable kicks. We've got to lock in and get that done." Got to lock in.
Yeah, I would agree. I think they do need to lock in and get that done for the most part. But yeah, this is like I said, this is a Falcons loss. I still kind of like the Falcons. I like how they played in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Michael Penix played great.
Pass rush still was non-existent.
The pass rush, was non-existent.
Which is not encouraging, but...
Yeah, for the Bucs, though, my concern for the Bucs going to the other side was they didn't run the ball that well. Only 37 yards on 14 carries for Bucky. Does get a touchdown in the receiving game. So that kind of saved him there. But Emeka Egbuka, Mike Evans, good receiving duo so far. Chris Godwin, I think, is planning to come back around week 5.
Okay.
So Egbuka, Evans, and Sterling Shepard are going to be the top trio for them until then. Or I guess when McMillan comes back, which I don't know about him.
Yeah, I mean, they got weapons for days. I don't think anybody's worried about them and not having enough weapons by any means. But yes, dude, shout out to Tyler Loop. How many?
Yeah, no catches for Kate Otten.
None, really?
Yeah, so.
Wow.
You have to use him.
Well, their offense wasn't electric today, and I think they're going to be a lot better.
I mean, again, another team, we'll talk about a team later that lost its coordinators, but new offensive coordinator comes in for Tampa Bay, so it's going to take a little bit of a learning curve to
For sure.
get better. Well, I think they did promote from within, so I guess it's the same system.
Still a
first time calling plays.
All right. You want to get us started? Bengals-Browns.
Bengals-Browns, surprisingly, a defensive battle, really, with the Bengals. We thought their offense was going to have to put up a lot of points. Didn't have to do much. Joe Burrow doesn't have his best game, only 113 passing yards and a touchdown. It was the defense that probably won them the game. They didn't have to run the ball very well either. This was Al Golden, their new defensive coordinator's first game there from Notre Dame. For the Browns, they actually played well. Joe Flacco was decent. I think they had 4 turnovers, though. That's not going to help. A -2 in the turnover battle. And another team where the kicker really sells them short.
Oh, yeah.
Andre Schmidt, or however you say it, Szymit, bad day, misses 2 kicks, and
extra
you
point
lose by
and a
1
field goal.
point.
Yeah. Brutal. Anytime you lose a game by 1 point in a game where you miss an extra point is just...
Yeah.
It hurts. The Bengals, they always suck in the season opener, and I'm not going to say they didn't suck in this game because they did. However, they get a win because of, like you said, the lucky kicking. Just 113 yards for Burrow, I should say. 52.1 QBR. Bad. Chase Brown, 2 yards per carry, but he gets 21 chances at it, which That doesn't make any sense to me play calling wise. I mean, I get Joe Burrow wasn't his best today, but why on earth are we going 23 pass attempts for Joe Burrow and 21 rush attempts for Chase Brown?
Yeah, it's a lot. I guess you're staying balanced.
You're staying balanced,
but you're not getting the ball. I mean, T. Higgins 3 catches, Ja'Marr Chase 2 catches, both less than 40 yards.
Noah Fant with 4 for 26. They just got to pass the ball more. That's what it comes down to. I mean, you got to give credit, I guess, to the Browns defense, but
you're able to win and not have to pass that much. So I guess maybe that's a good thing
against one of the worst teams in the NFL.
Yeah, but I mean, a win is a win.
Yeah, no,
and
right.
It's 1-0,
and so it's week 1 where they struggle as well. But I don't have a ton to say about this team. I will say the Bengals, they only gave up 16 points. Their defense still concerning.
I don't know. I think their defense played fine. I mean, Myles Garrett had a couple big plays. There was at one point in the game
300 yards to Joe Flacco.
The Bengals defense. I thought you said the Browns defense.
No. The Browns defense, I think, was good. The Bengals defense, I think, despite only giving up 16 points, worried me.
Yes. No, I agree with that. I thought you meant the Browns defense because Myles Garrett, 3 sacks almost in 3 consecutive
Dude, that
plays.
was crazy. Yeah, that was nuts.
Scott Hansen was going crazy on Red Zone about it. He thought he had it.
Speaking of Red Zone, we can mention this now. We both said we didn't know. I didn't notice any commercial.
I think now that I look back, and I think I noticed maybe a half a commercial, but I was thinking about it during the halftime of the 12 o'clock windows. They were showing that all the games were at half, and I was like, this could be why not just go to just the 50-second? Just use it now.
Yes, but do 5 minutes of commercials right now.
Just get rid of it now so we don't have to worry about it.
No, that would be great. Yeah.
And that's when I was like, wow, I guess I haven't noticed if they've even done one yet.
Yeah, neither have I. So, I mean, we still bought it today. So, I guess they're going to win.
Still going to complain when I see it, though.
Oh, for sure. And even if I only see it one time in 18 weeks, I'll complain when I see it. No question. Anything else about this Bengals-Browns game? I don't have a ton. Wasn't a super eventful game.
I don't either, but I have a thought that I keep skipping over, and it was just about the kickers. And obviously they lost with the kickers here. Have you heard about the new balls?
No.
The kickers get their own balls now?
No, I did not know that.
I believe they have special balls that the kickers get to kick that are I don't know if they're brand new or something, or they're not opened. So it's supposed to help the kickers kick better, but didn't work out for the Browns or the Falcons or the Buccaneers.
Yeah, it clearly did not work out for them. Okay, that's interesting. Did they do it for the kickers?
Yes.
Intentionally, though? Oh, that's interesting.
It's something. I don't know if it's brand new balls. I think it's for the punters too as well.
Okay, as we get a punt there. Ravens game is 7-3 right now. I can't see the score, but
that touch him.
Uh-oh.
And no one tackled him.
This could be bad. But okay, I'm gonna skip over this next one because I want you to lead Colts, and I'll lead the next one here. So we'll move to Raiders-Pats, and then we'll have you talk Colts. Raiders win this game against the Pats 20-13. We already mentioned Brock Bowers in the injury segment. He went for 5 for 103. He continues to be a stud. Geno Smith goes off 300. Did it really?
Yeah. It bounced off the Bills guy.
Wow. Hit the Bills guy first. Wow, we'll see. Geno at 362. Genty, he finds the end zone here, first touchdown of his career, but just 38 yards on 19 carries for him, so not that impressive. Geno, though, he gets this is literally 2024 Seahawks Geno Smith. Super efficient, 34 attempts, 24 completions, 362 yards, had a touchdown, an interception, and got sacked 4 times and was under pressure the entire game. That's Geno Smith on the Seahawks, and here he is doing the exact same thing on the Raiders, but winning in New England.
362 yards was wild. I mean, he was throwing the ball around. He got it to. We said Bowers 5 catches, 103 yards. Jacoby Myers plays. He gets 97 yards in the receiving game. Dante Thornton gets 45 on only 2 catches, but I think he's going to continue to emerge and be a weapon for the Raiders. He's a monster. Trey Tucker in there as well. Michael Mayer with 4 catches. He was in a lot after Brock Bowers got hurt, but
big tight ends.
Yeah, Genty wasn't super effective. Gets the touchdown. Had a couple of times he slipped on the field that did hurt, but yeah, Geno Smith looked fine, and the Raiders get a Week 1 win. And I don't think I think they're going to be a team you just don't want to play.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think they're scrappy enough on defense. They have weapons enough on offense where they can put up some points. Do they have it all together where it looks like they're going to go be a playoff team that wins a game? Probably not. However, like you said, I think they're a team you don't want to play.
Yeah, I don't think you want to play them. Max Crosby got a sack today as well. He looked solid. And they beat him 13-3 in the second half, so that's really where they made their money. But on the other side, I don't think Drake May played that bad.
No. had to pass a lot.
Yeah.
46 attempts.
That's a theme that I've seen so far this week in these games we've been over, is the running game hasn't really been there for a lot of these teams.
100%.
Travion Henderson, though, does get 5 carries, 27 yards. Ramondre gets more with 7. I think Travion was listed as the 3rd running back behind Gibson, but he still was on the field a lot. Did get a lot more receiving work, though. 6 catches, 24 yards for him, so I'm happy to see that. And, Kayshon Boutte. Leading receiver, over 100 yards. We knew someone was going to have to step up.
Someone.
In this Patriots receiving core. Diggs does play. I think he's going to start to get better and better as the season goes on, and he's farther away from that injury. But
6 for 57 for him.
That's solid for him. That's what you want.
100%.
And I don't think it was that bad of a first week for the Patriots. You want a little bit more offensively, but you'll take that.
For sure. Okay. Go ahead. Lead us off. Colts, monster win.
Yes. Monster win. Daniel Jones might be the best quarterback of all time.
Possibly.
We don't know yet. The Dolphins might be the worst team of all time. We also don't know yet.
Also.
Tua was brutal in this game. 114 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. Doesn't even do it justice. He played way worse than that. The touchdown was in garbage time, and most of those yards were on that garbage time drive. So if I'm a Dolphins fan, I've already spammed the panic button. Devon Achane. I mean, really no one on the offense had a good game at all. The offensive line was terrible. They could not block for Tua. Tyreek Hill doesn't get too much. He was yelling. And it's on the broadcast they were talking about with this Dolphins team, their goal over the offseason was get rid of some of the toxic guys. And they determined that was Ramsey and Jonnu Smith. Don't know how they didn't come to the conclusion that maybe it's Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. Ramsey and Jonnu Smith, both who played well today. Just put that out there, too.
And Tyreek Hill, the guy who they were also talking on the broadcast, like Tua was glad that this was the first offseason he finally showed up to one of the team's barbecues.
Who, Tyreek?
Yeah. For the first time, he showed up to one of the barbecues with his family. So,
wow. All the kids?
Yeah, that's what it...
I can't imagine he brought all the kids.
So I guess now he's a great teammate, but did not look like it for the Dolphins. Horrible performance, but I guess I'll talk about the Colts and how great they looked.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones,
DJ.
272 yards and a touchdown, no picks.
What a switch up.
Had, I believe, the best half of football the Colts have had since Peyton Manning.
Yep.
Even more than Andrew Luck.
Yep.
Somehow.
I saw all
in
those.
terms of like quarterback rating, which was insane.
He also was 10 for 13 for 160 yards and a touchdown on throws outside the numbers.
Yeah.
Accurate.
So he played well. He got the ball to Pittman. Alec Pierce only has 1 catch in this game for 36 yards. The 1 catch was probably worth about 4. It was did like a 180 to catch it somehow.
Isaac Tesla-esque.
He's Alec Pierce, I think, is just really underrated. He's going to be a hard guy that the Colts are going to have to pay to keep. It might almost be more than you would want to pay for a guy with his production, but he's very good.
Yeah, he's a guy that if he goes to another team, he'll end up being good if he has a bigger role.
Yeah.
Nothing from down, not really anything from downs today.
Yeah, he had a quiet game. He's still coming back from injury, but they got 3 great weapons. Pittman gets the bulk of it with that touchdown. Tyler Warren, I guess you could say, gets the bulk of it. Great start for the tight end. 7 catches, 76 yards. He was great in the blocking game as well.
And he
blocking well for JT.
9 targets on 30 offensive snaps.
Yeah.
Huge.
That's what you like to see, and we'll see what Colson Loveland does tomorrow, but my tight end won. The thing I was happiest about was they ran the ball well. 18 carries, 71 yards for JT. They give Giddens, the backup rookie, 12 carries for 41 yards. He ran the ball well. Just very happy with what I saw from that offensive line. I was worried about the losing Ryan Kelly and Will Fries, but they ran the ball great. Maybe that's just how bad the Dolphins are, though. Who knows? And then defensively, the Colts defense, Lou Anarumo. Tua played terrible, but Lou Anarumo had him seeing ghosts. Cam Bynum gets a pick on the first possession. Kenny Moore gets a strip sack on the next possession. We start the second half. First possession, Latu drops into coverage and gets an interception. They were fantastic. It was just all around great. I'd like to see a little bit more pressure on the quarterback. That's something that we're going to need a little bit more of. But the pressure they got on the quarterback came off of like cornerback and nickel blitzes. So we're going to see that a lot this year. And I'm very happy what I saw this week. Do I think the Colts could be on the exact opposite end of this next week? Yes.
Yes.
But I'm glad what I saw this week. We finally, after an 0-10-1 stretch, they got a week 1 win.
Yep. 11 straight games they lost week 1, but they obviously got it done like you said, Warren was really, really good. He's my tight end one as well. I want to see him continue to succeed. He's probably the best receiving option in this offense, I would say. I mean, Pittman's still very good, but
I think I'd say Downs, honestly.
Downs, really?
I'd say Downs.
Interesting. Regardless, 7 incompletions for Daniel Jones is so funny. 272. I kept talking to you off camera, and I kept asking, what if he ends up being really, really good? Are you going to end up supporting him in Steichen? You said no.
That's just not true.
It is true.
That's just not true.
It is true.
I said obviously I'm going to be rooting for him.
Well, you're going to. I didn't say you would be rooting for him.
Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, but after this game, you're not thinking about it. You haven't. That's the first time you mentioned him.
Wait, what?
That you just now mentioning Anthony Richardson was the first time I've heard you say his name today.
Oh no, that's not the first time I said it today.
That's the first time I've heard it.
Maybe you, yeah, but I mean, we didn't watch the Colts game.
You didn't say it once on the pod.
But I mean, when was I going to mention him?
Could have been like, oh, but Anthony Richardson this, and you didn't mention him.
I mean, I can mention the fact that I think it was maybe Albert Breer said they plan to just let Anthony Richardson be on the bench this season and learn under Daniel Jones, which crazy to learn under Daniel Jones, but we could see him start next season. He's still younger than.
Why would it be crazy to see him learn under Daniel Jones after today?
After today,
probably learned a lot today.
there's a lot of season left, like you say.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. All right, ready for Cardinals Saints?
Yes.
Cardinals 20, Saints 13. Kyler Murray was ill. Played the game.
Popped up on the injury report.
Yep. Great first half. Sucked in the second half. The Cardinals only put up 3 points in the second half. They also only gave up 3. James Conner wasn't great, but Trey Benson, 69 yards on 8 carries. I believe he had a big one, right? Yeah, 52 yards. So that really helped him as we see Lamar running down the sidelines here. Rattler, not bad alert.
Yeah, I don't know.
He wasn't bad today. Olave gets 7 catches for 54 yards despite being injured. It's a good day for him, especially for fantasy owners. I had him in my flex today. He was solid. The Saints, I don't know. The Saints should have gotten blown out in this game. The Cardinals kind of played with their food. They were so much better in the first half.
Yeah.
I know it was only 17-10, but the Cardinals just felt so much better in the first half. Second half rolls around, their offense goes dead, and the Saints kind of revert back to what we expect from the Saints. So
it worries me that this Cardinals team maybe isn't as good as people say.
We're gonna do this again?
No.
They're gonna get at us again. We can't trash the Cardinals again. But I will say, I don't look at this game and say, oh, the Saints might not be as bad as we thought.
Yeah.
I might think, oh, the Cardinals might be worse than we thought. But this game didn't make me think that the Saints are good at all.
No, I mean, the Cardinals offensive, I mean, it's a lot of Kyler too. 5 sacks for him, 33 yards on those sacks. That's a little concerning. But, I mean, he was sick. I'm happy to see Marvin Harrison Jr. finally get a decent role.
Yeah.
In the offense, 5 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown at a big 45-yard reception. I love to see that. He's got to step up and be the main weapon. Trey McBride as well had a solid day. I also have a crazy stat if you want to hear it.
Would love to.
Lincoln Riley coached a different starting quarterback in each of his 5 years at Oklahoma. All 5 of those quarterbacks are starting week 1 this season. Can you name all 5 of them?
Rattler, Williams, Murray, Baker, and hold on.
He played very early in the week.
Oh, Hurts. Yeah. Transfer.
All 5 of them.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, and then he went to USC. I guess he had Caleb Williams for a while.
So he got one. Yeah, he had one carry over. But yeah, wow. Lincoln Riley, the quarterback whisperer. I'm happy that this Cardinals Saints game happened, and this is why I'll say that. And I mean this with all due offense to the Cardinals fans who don't like me. And you. I don't really give a fuck about either of these teams, so at least we only got to talk about them once.
Yeah, I guess.
That's how I feel about it, because I just don't care at all. I like Kyler, but yeah, I'm good.
They have to show me more than a 7-point win against the Saints for me to start caring about
100%. Them. And if they do only win by 7 against the Saints, it better be a game where we walk out of it like, oh, the Saints kind of look good. No, the Saints look bad, and they still only won by 7.
Yeah.
So,
Bijan Robinson, though, leading receiver for the Saints. He catches 76 yards. Good for him. He's an all-time waiver wire tight end, I think.
For sure.
At this point.
We can pick him up. I think we can move on then to the game of the week.
Yeah, Steelers-Jets, solid game here. definitely game of the week between two quarterbacks. I have it. Where is it? The first time in NFL history that quarterbacks in week 1 on both sides faced the teams for which they started the season opener the previous year. I mean, obviously, Fields coming from Pittsburgh, Rodgers coming from New York.
Yeah.
And they both had great games. Rodgers goes 244, 4 touchdowns, no picks. No rushing, really, is Justin Fields goes 218 passing and 1 touchdown passing, 48 yards rushing and 2 rushing touchdowns, so 3 total touchdowns. I thought Fields played very good I wasn't expecting much. Definitely exceeded my expectations there. The New York rushing attack, new head coach Aaron Glenn, looks like he wanted an emphasis on that, and it worked out great. Breece Hall, 100-plus yards on the ground. Fields with 48. Braylon Allen only gets 6 carries for 9 yards, but does get that rushing touchdown early in the game. So I liked what I saw from this Jets team. Not what I expected. Garrett Wilson as well. Yep. He was fantastic. Him and the Ohio State connection was there. 7 catches, 95 yards, had a nice touchdown. New York just lost this game on a kick return where Gibson fumbled and set up a short field for Rodgers, and they took advantage of it. Chris Boswell, late in the game, it's a 60-yard field goal to take the lead, and Jets just couldn't get back in range. So all things considered, I think the Jets had a great start to the season for what I thought they would be.
There was zero world where you see Steelers and Jets week 1 and you think there's going to be anywhere near 66 points scored in this game. Just absolutely crazy. I'm going to, when you sit on a podcast for 140 episodes or whatever we're at and all the short form stuff and all the live stuff, I have a lot of takes. I'm wrong about a lot of stuff. I'm right about a lot of stuff. And I've learned that when you are right about something and you have an opportunity to celebrate being right about it, do it before you end up being wrong. So I'm going to take my victory lap here with being right about Aaron Rodgers. That the Steelers absolutely should have been a no-brainer to get Aaron Rodgers. There shouldn't be any Steelers fans that were upset about that. The fact that any Steelers fans wanted Mason Rudolph over Aaron Rodgers blows my mind. There's no world where Mason Rudolph goes 22 for 34 touchdowns. And Rodgers also today moves into tied for 3rd for the most 4 touchdown games in NFL history. He was 5 for 7 on play action passes for 3 touchdowns in this game. He had just 3 touchdowns on play action all year last year with the Jets. He was just really, really, really good in this game. DK Metcalf, it was also his debut. He had 4 for 83. However, he was guarded by Sauce on 30 of 34 passing snaps. DK had just 2 catches versus Sauce in those 30 times he was guarded by him. He got his other 2 catches in the other 4 passing attempts where he was not guarded by Sauce. And although Sauce was great for this defense, Michael Carter, who was in for DJ Reed now, was bad. He needs to be a lot better.
Yeah, on the other side of the ball, though, we saw Ramsey make his debut with the Steelers.
Yeah, big play at the end.
Was kind of had his issues. He was beefing with Garrett Wilson for like all game, and
Shocker.
Honestly, he had a hit on Fields, I think, or someone had a hit on Fields, and they were all beefing.
Mm-hmm.
But he's the one who gets the last laugh, and gets that big hit on Garrett Wilson, forces the incomplete pass, and he's able to celebrate. So a great start for, I guess, Jalen Ramsey in his debut with Pittsburgh. The one shocker I saw in the Pittsburgh offense, Caleb Johnson only got 1 carry. That was shocking there. Jalen Warren seems to be the bell cow, and Kenneth Gainwell as well was there. So
it was on Pittsburgh.
Thought I was going to see more Caleb Johnson, though, and I did not.
Me too. Still week 1, though, as we're going to say this entire episode. 43 minutes in. How many times we said it's still week 1? Don't have a ton more. Oh, we were all over Arthur Smith abusing Jonnu Smith, though.
Yeah.
He got him on an end-around touchdown this game, which was just so funny.
Yeah, and then 5 catches for 15 yards.
Yeah, so huge game for Jonnu. I believe we're coming to the end here. We have 2 more games left of the 12 o'clock window here. We will start.
I'd say 1.5 at this point.
Yeah, honestly, 1.5. We'll start with the Giants and Commanders, though. Commanders won this game 21-6. Daniels, he was slow at points in this game, but he got it done. He was really, really, really good when the Giants didn't blitz, when they just ran 4 pass rushers or less, which is a good sign because they do have a good 4 pass rushers. However, when the Giants blitz, he struggled. He was 3 for 9 for 29 yards against the blitz in this game. So he really struggled with pressure in his face. The offensive line wasn't great. Huge game for your boy Bill Krosky-Merritt. 10 rushes for 82 yards and a touchdown. He had a 42-yard rush in there as well. We also see Debo in his first game with the Commanders go 7 for 77. Terry didn't do much, 2 for 27 for him. The Giants defense, they showed flashes. Very, very disappointed by Tyrone Tracy's output in this game. 10 carries for just 24 yards. He had 2 catches as well, but Russell Wilson led them with 44 yards. Giants O-line struggled, which is unfortunate because they were looking a lot better last year until they started getting injured, and guys are back, and they're not really looking how they looked before they got hurt last year. And Russell Wilson's their quarterback, so that tells you all you need to know. This game's getting chippy here Sunday Night Football, though.
Yeah, and Russell Wilson's their quarterback right now.
Correct.
Brian Dable is unsure who will be quarterback next week.
Okay, so he might not even be their quarterback right now. He was their quarterback today.
Could be Jackson Hart, could be Jameis Winston, who knows. I expect it to still be Russell Wilson. I don't see how they'd move that quickly.
Yeah.
But, yeah, disappointing on the offensive side of the ball for them. Malik Neighbors, only 5 catches, 71 yards. Did have 12 targets, so he's still the main focal point. But really for the Giants, not much going there. You're just happy that the defense showed up and played at least decent. Jane Daniels said it wasn't easy. He had his issues. Big run for Derrick Henry. And
yeah, go ahead and delete that TikTok where we said Derrick Henry's getting older, he's being drafted too high. We can go ahead and delete that week 1.
It's still week 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jane Daniels still looks like Jane Daniels. He was solid, 233 yards and a touchdown. Didn't have to do too much. Love to see Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt be the main guy, 10 carries, 82 yards and a touchdown. Love that for him. Chris Rodriguez Jr. is the guy who everyone thought was going to be the guy for some reason after Merritt got named the RB4. Was a healthy scratch, so looks like it could be Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt or Eckler's season in Washington.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm very interested to see what happens there, and I like Washington going forward. It was just a slow start for Daniels, and this pass rush is good, so I don't blame him too much for the blitz stuff.
Yeah, and the Giants' offense, last thing, their red zone offense was bad. They had gotten the red zone a couple times and just didn't score. Left probably 11 points on the board. This could have been a game if they could have scored in the red zone, but they just couldn't.
Exactly.
Is what it is there.
All right, let's go with
the
last 12 o'clock game.
Panthers, Jags.
Yep.
Feel like I missed almost all of this game.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Most of us did, I think.
They had a delay for an hour and 16 minutes, so we got to see the start. The delay came in, and it was just kind of all around. But Jags pretty much dominated this game as Lamar runs in for a touchdown, and they're putting it on him early.
Yep. Ravens first half.
Love to see that from my guy Lamar, though, fantasy quarterback.
Yep.
And a lot of quarterbacks were taken before him in that draft. I don't know if you were paying attention.
Oh, yeah. Wild.
I felt very, very lucky that I got the best quarterback that late. But Bryce Young.
Now he's the best quarterback now that you have him.
Fantasy-wise, yeah.
No, Allen's a better quarterback fantasy-wise. He gets more rushing touchdowns.
I think last year Lamar was QB1 in fantasy.
Allen was 1. Lamar was 2.
Oh, because on the thing, on the thing it said Lamar.
Maybe I'm wrong. I'll look it up. You can continue.
Yeah, but back to the Jaguars Panthers game. I'm very disappointed in the Carolina Panthers, but I sat here last season and called it over after week 1, so I guess I have to calm down a little bit. Bryce Young wasn't great. 154 yards, a touchdown, 2 picks. It did not look good in this game. They didn't really run the ball very well either. Ted McMillan, though, when he was able to get the ball, he was solid, 68 yards receiving on 5 catches. They're still missing a couple guys. Jalen Coker's out, but great win for the Jags, and the AFC South has a solid start except the supposed top team. Trevor Lawrence, touchdown and a pick per norm, only 178 yards, but they ran the ball well on the ground. ETN somehow, surprisingly, has a big game, 71-yard rush. He gets 143 yards total, so he was good there, was the main guy. Tank Bigsby only got 5 carries. I am surprised to see that because I'm not a big Travis Etienne guy. I'm not the biggest fan of his, but he had a good game. Surprisingly, not much Brian Thomas Jr., 1 catch for 11 yards there, and they were still able to dominate. So it's a new era in Jacksonville with Liam Cohen as head coach, and they started out very well. Travis Hunter, probably the biggest story. Don't know why I didn't mention him. 39 offensive snaps, gets 6 catches for 33 yards, so not the biggest day, and does also play 6 snaps on defense. So.
Yeah, that was interesting to me. Yeah, like you said, what was it? 39. Yeah, 39 offense, 6 on defense. And by the way, Lamar was 1. You're correct. He was QB1 by a decent amount of points too, like 40 points. Allen was 2. Yeah, like to see him go 5 for 68 in this one. That was good to see. Bryce Young, I'm not worried about Bryce Young because it's week 1 and we're on the 3rd year of week 1 for Bryce Young, and we know that he is not good.
He's been bad in all 3. He had 4 interceptions in the first 2. Yeah. And now 2 more.
So I guess improvement.
A combined 4 interceptions. So
okay.
It's either 1-3-2 or
yeah. Okay.
2-2-2.
But this can't be the worst game.
I don't think. No, last year's was bad.
Yeah.
Last year's, I'm pretty sure Andy Dalton had to come in at a point.
Yeah, and they didn't have much of a run game in this game either. They got pretty much stomped in the first half and didn't have much coming afterwards. Trevor Lawrence was okay. Travis Etienne had a big 71-yard run, and honestly, that didn't completely just carry his rushing, because you take that run out, he's still 15 carries for 70-some yards. So he got it done. That was good to see. 8.9 yards per carry for him. If he's playing well, then this Jags team, I think, could be decent offensively. And with 16 carries for him and just 5 for Tank Bigsby and 3 for Tootin, looks like he's RB1 in this room.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were saying Tootin was going to be the guy, but I mean, Etienne, that's one of the best games of his career, to be honest.
You got it. I mean, this running back room is so close, for him to go out there and put up 143 in game 1 is just huge.
I mean, yeah, but now I bet next week, though, he'll go 15 carries, 25 yards.
Yeah, and then
Tootin has a big game.
Yeah, no, exactly. Okay, anything else I got about this game? No, that's about it. Give Bryce Young a few weeks, I'll say.
Yeah, gotta hope.
If he still looks like this in 3 weeks, maybe we could talk about him being unsuccessful. But it's me, right?
It is you.
Titans-Broncos, first game of the midday window. Both defenses in this game came to play. Broncos 20, Titans 12. Cam Ward, unfortunately, just 112 passing yards for him, and he got a couple late. He was under 100 for a while. 12 for 28 for him. Tony Pollard didn't have the best game. 18 carries for 60 yards. I feel for Cam Ward, though, because this is a tough defense to go against in your first NFL start. We know how good their pass rush was last year, the best in the NFL. We know how good their secondary is, and they just drafted Jahdae Barron. So it's unfortunate for him to have to go against a defense this good. I mean, look around the league. If you had a rookie quarterback, the Broncos are probably in a pool of like 3 to 5 teams you wouldn't want to play, right?
Yeah, I'd say the Broncos are definitely in a pool.
Especially on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't want to go into Denver and play this Broncos defense. Unfortunately, he had to. On the other side, Bo Nix wasn't great either, but he got the job done. RJ Harvey had an insanely good run for them. I think he had like 20-something miles per hour. He was gunning it on that big touchdown. Bo Nix, 3 turnovers is not ideal, but hey, your quarterback turns the ball over 3 times, you still find a way to win. I think that's a good thing, even if it's against the Titans.
Yeah, honestly, I think the Broncos might be number 1.
Number one, what?
The defense
team you wouldn't want to play? Yeah, no, they're up there.
I think they, in my opinion, they have the best defense in football.
Well-rounded, I'd say, yeah, I'd probably agree with that. So, I wouldn't take this Cam Ward thing to heart, and he was sacked 6 times in this game.
Yeah, 6 sacks, 50 yards. That offensive line was the thing we were worried about going into the season for him, and it shows in the first game where he was under a lot of pressure, and no run game, really. 18 carries, 60 yards for Tony Pollard, but just not too much there. And the receiving game, Tony Pollard leads that as well. 1 catch, 29 yards. Yep. Calvin Ridley was there a little bit late, kind of inflated his numbers, but the Broncos, great start. Not often do you dominate or really not in a position to lose when you have 4 turnovers. It was the Broncos that had 4 turnovers. I don't know who I said that for earlier, but 4 turnovers for the Broncos. Bo Nix does throw 2 picks. I think Marvin Mims muffed a punt, and I don't know what the last one was. Bo Nix lost a fumble. So
3 turnovers for Bo Nix in this game.
Yeah, not great, but they still were able to come away with a great game. And you have 2 running backs that had a solid game with Harvey and Dobbins. So
yeah, we'll probably get some questions answered, I think, Broncos Colts.
Yeah, I think we will. But for the Broncos, their new rushing attack, they moved on from Javonte Williams and some other guys, and their new rushing attack looks well. And Courtland Sutton as well, still showing he ended the season very hot. And he's continuing that 6 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown for him. So,
do you guys play the NFC or the AFC West every year? You always play the Raiders, I feel like, and you always play the Broncos.
Yeah, we might. Does that mean we play the Chiefs this year?
I don't know.
Has it been 4 years? Yeah.
Chiefs this
it's
year?
Been 4 years. We play the Chiefs this. Or no. We should play the AFC West next season.
You play the North this year, I think.
Yeah, I don't know why we're playing the Broncos.
Because you just always play the Broncos and the Raiders.
Yeah.
They finished 3rd. Did you guys finish 3rd in the division last year? Or did you finish 2nd?
We finished 2nd.
Did they finish 2nd? No, they finished 3rd.
Yeah, so our extra
game
must
just be your extra game, yeah.
The Raiders. They just gave us the Raiders and said, let's play them again.
Yeah, and the Broncos, I think, are both extra games.
No, because we don't play the Chargers. Or no, we do play the Chargers.
Oh, so you play that division then?
Yeah, we do play that division.
You don't play the North.
I'm
you don't play the
think.
North. You only play the Steelers because they finish second and you finish second.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to think of. I thought that was 3 years ago that we played that division, or that must have been that Chiefs game was 3 years ago.
So makes sense. But we can move on now to the. Oh, it's actually you. Go ahead. 49ers.
That was the Matt Ryan game.
Yes.
I could have sworn that was 4 years ago because that was at 3 years ago because that was at the apartment. Or that would have been I don't know. 49ers Seahawks defensive battle really. Brock Purdy another game. He turns the ball over a lot in this one. He has 2 picks, but CMC 22 carries and 9 receptions. Yeah. So all over the field, 31 touches for him after coming off of that. Guess he has a calf injury, but he was great in this game. Their leading guy, Brian Robinson, still gets 9 carries, but overall, 49ers were able to get it done. Their defense won this game for them. Sam Darnold, first game as a Seahawk, a little shaky, but this is a 49ers team that I do like, and I think they're going to win this division. So Sam Darnold only gets 150 yards. The rushing attack wasn't great for him either. Charbonnet, 12 carries, 47 yards. Does outcarry Kenneth Walker, which is surprising. He only gets 10 carries for 20 yards, so not great from either of them. JSN continues to show how good he is, though. 9 carries, 124 yards. Cooper Kupp stays silent. Just concerned about Sam Darnold a little bit. You have a completely new team, so maybe there's some adjustment period for him, but not a great start. And this the Niners defense, which has a lot of new faces, the new face that they, I guess, brought back, those Robert Saleh, and a great debut for him.
Yeah, and I'm going to start doing this thing this year, and we'll see if I remember to do it every week, but I'm going to do the most important game of the week based on the result. Like, going forward, this is the most important game to the future of this season. And I'm going to say for week 1, it's this one. The Niners and the Seahawks, I think, are 2 teams who can finish with similar records. And for the Niners to go into Seattle and get a divisional win in week 1 is just huge, because it's going to be a lot harder to do that come week 12, week 13. They get to do it week 1. It's huge for that. It would have been the same thing if the Lions would have beaten the Packers. But
well, I mean, I'm going to one-up you and say for mine, it's the Buccaneers going into Atlanta and beating the Falcons.
That's your most important.
Pretty much the same thing. So.
Very similar. Very, very similar. But yes, this is a huge win for the Niners. As far as the Seahawks, JSN carried this offense. He had 124 of Darnold's 150 yards and 9 of Darnold's 16 completions were to JSN. So he dominated this game. Purdy was sloppy, but like you said, they leaned on McCaffrey a ton in the pass and the run game. Pearsall looks like he's going to be a difference maker with no Ayuk. Him and Juwan Jennings, he looks like he might be the one there. Seahawks defense, exactly what I thought it was going to be. They were very, very good in this game, held this Niners team to just 17 points. I think they're going to be able to do this against a lot of teams. The Seahawks, their offensive line is still buns, although I kind of like Darnold and I like a lot of their weapons and I love their defense. This offensive line is so bad that it's like it tanks the whole team, really. Like, look at this run game. I mean, Charbonnet, 12 for 47, Kenneth Walker, 10 for 20. The Seahawks look like, honestly, at this point, they might even decide to go with Charbonnet over Kenneth Walker. We were hearing those rumors, and he does end up with more carries than Kenneth Walker in this game. And those are 2 running backs who I think are super talented and unfortunately are in situations where I don't know if they can succeed.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. The offensive line is the concerning part. He only takes 1 sack in this game, but at the end of the game, we see a fumble. I mean, I guess it wasn't forced by Nick Bosa, but Nick Bosa pushes the tackle into Darnold, and the fumble's there, and Niners win the game off of that. But yeah, that's the main concern with this Seattle team is that offensive line, and the Niners pick up an important win.
Yep. All right. Texans at Rams. Or no, this is you. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'll take this one?
Yep.
Yeah, the Texans struggled offensively, only get 9 points, failed to score a touchdown in this game. All around, though, Rams kind of just, I guess, looked like the better team. 296 yards offensively. Matthew Stafford finds Davis Allen, which, did you know who Davis Allen was before this game?
No.
Yeah, Davis Allen, new face in L.A. Matt Stafford has had a little bit of injury trouble in the offseason. He still has a solid game, 245 yards and a touchdown, no picks.
Was it him?
And it looks like Matt Stafford. I don't think they cloned him. That's just my opinion.
I don't know.
Now, the veneer's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Puka Nacua in this game, he was in and out of the tent a lot. concussion protocol, comes back in, gets hit in the head again, goes back into the tent, but he finishes his game with 130 yards and 10 catches.
Yeah.
Dominant from him. We didn't see too much Devontae Adams. Kyren Williams on the ground wasn't great for the Rams. The rushing attack for a lot of teams in week 1 wasn't up to par, but the Texans offense just didn't have it against the same story with this Texans team. The offensive line, brutal. C.J. Stroud takes 3 sacks, but was under pressure all game from the Rams D-line. Didn't really have a rushing attack. Nick Chubb is the main guy with Joe Mixon out. It looks like 13 carries and 60 yards for him. Wale gets 2 carries for 9 yards. He does fumble in this game, though, with a fantastic punch by the Rams.
Yeah.
And
he's a captain, too. Sucks. He just got named captain again and fumbles the game
away. Wale?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, good for him getting named captain.
But not fumbling the game away. Good for him.
The Texans defense, though, doesn't concern me at all. That defense is going to be one of the best in football all season. But if the offensive line, it's the same thing with the Seahawks. If the offensive line can't hold up, the ceiling on this team is very, very limited, and they're the only South team to lose this week. So
right, that's actually a great comparison. I think the Seahawks and the Texans are a great comparison. I do think that if they both had good offensive lines, I think the Texans have way more potential.
Oh, 100%.
But they both, with bad offensive lines, go from a playoff team to looking like a team that just a not playoff team, really, honestly, at the end of the day. And like you said, their defense was phenomenal in this game, but you have to at least give them a touchdown. You can't not give them a touchdown. I don't care how good your defense plays. They locked up Stafford and this Rams offense outside of Puka getting 10 for 130 and just being absolutely dominant even when he was hurt. But the Texans offense, their leading receiver is Higgins with 32 yards. Like, just brutal. Xavier Hutchinson, 230. Dalton Schultz, 28. Like, every guy has like 2 or 3 catches for like 20 yards. Like, This is what this offense was. It was brutal. Like you said, Stroud only gets sacked 3 times, but he was pressured all game. Bad. It didn't matter if they have Mixon or not. Their offense was horrible. Thank you, Texans, for covering the first half money line, but you guys sucked in this game offensively.
Yeah, and a lot of people were talking about Nico Collins being maybe the wide receiver 1 in fantasy.
I drafted him.
In this game, he goes for 3 catches for 25 yards.
Yeah.
So, not great there.
Not ideal.
Need better.
Led the team in targets at least with 5.
Yeah, 22% on third down conversions for the Texans in this game as well.
Yeah, not going to win a game like that.
Got to get touchdowns, and when Keami Fairbairn's the only offense, not going to win.
And for the finale of this recap, the Green Bay Packers beat the Detroit Lions 27-13. The Lions start 0-1. A lot to say about this game. Obviously, the Packers have been a super hyped up team in the offseason. The Lions have been kind of the team that everyone's betting against because they were great last year, great the year before, and people are trying to bet on their downfall. They didn't play great in this game. The scoreboard looks even better than it actually was. It was 27-6 for a long time in this game. Run game was atrocious. 22 carries for 46 yards. Monty gets 25. Gibbs gets 19. Just bad. Goff, honestly, I'm going to say it, wasn't that bad. Like, he threw the bad pick, which was really just a great play by Green Bay. And he got sacked 4 times. He was under pressure all game and had no run game. He was still 31 for 39 for 225 yards. So he obviously was still fine throwing the ball. Laporta led the team in receiving yards with 79. Gibbs had 10 catches in this game for 31 yards, which is just ideal. It's not ideal for fantasy. How many points is that?
10 catches
he finishes with 15 points despite only having 19 yards on the ground and not scoring a touchdown. He had 50 total yards and finished with 15 fantasy points.
Yeah, not good.
Which is just crazy. But yeah, not the ideal start if you're a Lions fan. The Branch pick 6 getting called back due to the holding was a killer. Do they win the game if that doesn't get called back? Probably not, but it killed momentum, and they had a chance to come back had that pick not been called back. The offense looks stagnant, but I'll keep saying it. It's a new O-line. It's new coordinators. Everybody keeps thinking that the new O-line and the new coordinators are going to be what makes them bad. I don't think that's the case. I think they're going to start slow because of it and their schedule being so hard. I don't think they're just going to be a bad team because of those things. I don't think they're weaknesses as much as they're just going to take getting used to.
And Derrick Henry rips another one, but
yeah, he's killing it.
I think it's going to take some time. I don't think they're going to start out hot. I've said that on the preview. Watching this game, though, does concern me a little bit more than I was concerned. Just the rushing attack wasn't there at all. 22 carries for 46 yards, 2.1 yards per carry. Cannot have that if that's going to be your identity. If you're going to run the ball that much, you have to be able to at least have some sort of efficiency, and they just did not have it in this game. Laporta was a big weapon for Goff. He had a good game after starting slow, though, so a lot of that could be the just different coverages the Packers are playing late. For the Packers, you make the big trade. Did we talk about that trade on the pod? I don't think we have.
No, because it happened right after.
Yeah, Micah Parsons gets traded to the Packers.
If anybody
Kenny
hasn't
Clark
heard.
and 2 firsts.
Yeah.
Wild trade. I think it's a great trade for the Packers. The only concern that you could possibly have if you're a Packers fan is the back injury, which didn't hold him back too much today.
I think it's a great trade for both. I think it's a great trade for both teams.
I think it's better for the Packers, and I just think it's better for the Packers personally.
I mean, are the Cowboys on Micah Parsons away from being competitive?
That's a fair point if that's how you're going to view it, but you can't pay Dak and CeeDee that much money if you're just not
I agree with that part, but it's also like
try to stay competitive.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Because then you're kind of punting away 2 seasons.
Yeah, you are, but it's like, what's the alternative? You hold on to Micah, and if you still suck, then it's like, okay, now we're paying 3 guys all this money, and we suck.
I mean, the Bengals are in the same process right now.
Yeah.
They're all, well, I guess, no, now they're on different sides of the ball, but they were on the same side.
Yeah, they were. Another thing, like we said, Arnold injured. That's bad for the Lions if he has to miss time. Hutchinson, he came back. He wasn't bad in his first game. After
Very quiet. I don't really remember him.
He had some pressures. I think he had a couple QB hits. Didn't do anything crazy.
He's got to have a nickname at some point of like Pressure Boy or something. Justin Herbert's if man. Aiden Hutchinson is Pressure Boy.
Pressure is a actual stat.
No, it's a good stat, but every time you mention Aiden Hutchinson, the first thing that you say is pressure.
Well, yeah, you got to apply pressure. It's leads to incompletions.
pressures.
Lions had no sacks in this game, which one thing I will criticize about the Lions for sure is Dan Campbell goes out and is like, we're good on Zadarius Smith. We don't need him. He goes and signs with the Eagles. The Lions go out here, don't get a single sack week 1. Interesting move, Dan.
Yeah, I said that
when he was living in Detroit.
I said that on the live stream. I don't know why they wouldn't have just re-signed him because I mean, what would they pay him? It was like what?
It was like nothing.
It's like $5 million a year, maybe.
Yeah, I don't get that
1 year. Yeah, I don't get that either.
And last thing I got, Isaac Tesla touchdown of the year so far.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal touchdown. But the Packers offense, Josh Jacobs was really quiet in the first half. In the second half, he played a little bit better, but Lions run defense very good. Jordan Love didn't have to do too much, I guess. 188 yards and 2 touchdowns for him. Got the ball to his plethora of weapons with Dobbs, Reed, Wicks, Kraft, Golden, Jacobs, Musgrave. Just a ton of guys. No one got over 2 catches, though, on this team, which is wild. Golden does something we talked about with Matthew Golden. He couldn't be that good when he had, like, number, 22?
Yeah.
Changed his number to number 0.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
There we go.
Number 0 is still not a great number, in my opinion.
Much better than 22.
But it's better than 22 as a receiver.
For sure. All right. Well, that's it for the recap here. We got a couple more segments left. I got one that I didn't tell you about. We're going to call this segment something like quick game picks or something. We're going to go, we don't have a name yet. We'll work out a name. Week 2, I'm going to run through the schedule and you're going to pick every single game.
Oh, shoot.
Rapid fire, though. And I'm going to pick it too.
Oh, okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'll go first, and you go first. I'll go first, you go first on every game, okay?
Oh, so I need to get the schedule loaded up.
Yeah. I'll say the game out loud, though, so you'll be good. Green Bay Packers, Commanders. I will go first. I will take Green Bay at home on Thursday night.
Green Bay's at home. I'm going to go Green Bay because it's at home.
Okay. Bears, Lions in Detroit.
We haven't seen the Bears play yet, so I don't know, but I'm going to go Lions.
I'm going to go Lions as well. Jaguars, Bengals, and Cincy. Give me the Bengals.
I really want to pick the Jags after week 1, but I'm going to go Bengals.
Giants, Cowboys, and Dallas.
Dallas.
I am going to take Dallas as well. Rams at Titans. Give me the Rams.
Yeah, Rams.
Patriots at Dolphins.
I'm going to do it and pick the Patriots, but I feel like the Dolphins are going to respond at home.
Agreed. I have the Dolphins.
I'm picking the Patriots, though.
49ers, Saints. I'll go with the Niners.
Niners.
Bills, Jets.
They struggle there sometimes, but I'm going to go Bills.
Going to go Bills as well. Seahawks at Steelers. I got the Steelers.
I got the Seahawks.
Okay. Browns at Ravens.
Ravens
as well. Broncos at Colts.
Broncos.
Give me the Broncos. Panthers at Cardinals. Give me the Panthers.
Cardinals.
Eagles at Chiefs. That's next week.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that was
Eagles at Chiefs was next week.
That's a crazy Sunday night football game.
No,
it's a
325.
Do they have no Monday night football? Oh, never mind.
325 in KC. I'm going to take the Chiefs at home and bounce back.
Crazy 325 game. I'm going to go. I'm going to go Eagles.
All right. Sunday night football, Falcons at Vikings. Give me the Vikings.
Give me the Falcons. I like the Falcons in that one.
2 Monday night games. Buccaneers at Texans. Give me the Bucs.
Yeah, Houston starts 0-2. Give me the Bucs.
Chargers at Raiders. 9 p.m. on Monday. Insane start time. I'll take LA going 2-0.
Yeah, I got LA.
There it is. There's our week 2 preview. Now we can hop off NFL for a second and finish off the show talking a little college football. We have not talked about the week 1 or week 2, Mike. We have our week 3 AP poll. Have you seen it yet?
I have not seen the AP poll, no.
I will read off the top 10, and then we'll talk about some general things over the past 2 weeks, and then we'll get out of here.
And studs and duds.
The top 10. I was thinking maybe we cut studs and duds because it's already kind of getting long. Unless you have something you really want to talk about.
It's just a quick one, but that's fine.
Okay. All right. I'm going to give you the top 10. Ohio State is 1. Penn State is 2. LSU is 3. No movement from week 2 from those 3. Big movement. Up 2 spots. Number 4 is Oregon. 3 Big Ten teams in the top 4. 5 is Miami staying put. 6 is Georgia. They dropped 2 spots. 7 is Texas. They remain. 8 is Notre Dame. They go up 1. 9 is Illinois. They go up 2 after a win against Duke. And 10, from unranked to number 10 in 2 weeks, the Florida State Seminoles.
Yeah, they look good.
Yeah, man. Huge win against Bama. Obviously, we could talk about that. It's old news at this point. But, yeah, Florida State goes and gets it done against Bama. Kalen DeBoer, rough start to this year in Bama. Definitely, he's only been there 2 years, but the most talented roster he's had is this year. Struggled against FSU. Went and beat the shit out of UL Monroe or something the next week. But I wanted to say this. And actually, I have a take I want to give. I'm going to let you go talk about some college football while I pull it up. But go ahead.
I guess I'll talk about the Alabama game first. Alabama loses to Florida State. Great game by Florida State. They look good. Tommy Castellanos talked his talk before the game and then backed it up on the field. Trying to think of what he said exactly, but he basically said they don't got Nick Saban no more. I like myself to go out there and dominate, and that's what he did. I want to speak on Oregon really quickly. I think Oregon might be the best team in college football. I don't know. It's just watching that Oklahoma State game. They look like they were in 2 different, they made Oregon State look like a FCS school, basically.
Yeah. Bad.
Just absolute domination. Oregon does this, though, where they can beat up early in the season. They kind of fall apart once it comes time for the playoffs.
Of course.
But that was a dominant win.
Yeah.
Very, very good. And I like them a lot. But the Big Ten, it's just so hard. It's the best conference in football. And it's going to be a slugfest between those 3 who really wins it.
My take, and it's not really a take, it's just an observation I had. You always, when we do this Big Ten SEC team, or Big Ten SEC every single year, you always mention the SEC, you play all these hard opponents, but then you play absolute dog shit teams in the middle of the season or the beginning of the season and get easy wins. You see what the Big Ten played this week? This is the opponents for the Big Ten this week. Western Illinois, Southern Illinois, Grambling, Florida International, Kennesaw State, Northwestern State, Akron, UC Davis. But between these teams, Akron, Northwestern State, FIU, and Grambling, how many points do you think those teams put up this week?
I don't know, but I have no idea where I make
0.
this take. Do you want me to do this with the SEC too?
I know. I admit the SEC does it. You use it as a point against the SEC, and I'm saying the Big Ten does it too.
Yeah, every team does it. I've never said
that.
Right,
but you always say it as a point against the SEC is they play all these dog shit teams like Bama will play fucking.
No, the point that I make is you play them in the fucking week 9.
But we play them early too. There's one slotted in there at the end.
You guys have one less conference game.
Okay. Less teams.
And you play 4 bad teams, we play 3 bad teams.
But we're still playing dog shit teams. It's not like the Big Ten still has to play dog shit teams.
Yeah, but they only
Ohio
play
State
3
plays
dog shit
Grambling
teams.
and wins
the
70
SEC
to
plays
0.
4 dog shit teams.
But that was never your point, though. Your point was that...
That's the point. That's the whole point. They play less conference games.
Okay, well, now you're saying that, but your point was always that the SEC plays these dog shit teams that are non-conference, which isn't true.
It is true. They do play dog shit teams in non-conference.
Yeah, but so does the Big Ten, is what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
The Big Ten...
Most of the time, yeah.
But
we have more conference games.
Now that we're in...
And now we're going to keep scheduling these because the playoff is so massive that these games don't matter anyways.
Exactly, and the conferences are harder. My point is, I think the Big Ten is becoming what they've always hated about the SEC. I think we now just have 2 SECs, and all these teams are going to just play nobodies except for maybe one game here and there out of conference, and then, our conference schedule's so tough. That's what it's turned into.
But we still play more conference games. That's
you have
the
more
Big
teams.
That's the Big Ten's biggest gripe is that we play more conference games than you.
One more conference game and you have more teams.
There's only 10 games, 11, 12 games.
12 games, but yes. I mean, they have more teams. I don't think it's like a giant, like huge difference of, the SEC is easier. You play one less conference game.
I mean, it is at that point. You're playing one more FCS school, essentially.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of an overreaction. But my whole point is, as you move the camera.
Yeah, I think we're good.
My whole point is that you guys also play dog shit teams.
Yeah, I think it's gotten worse recently because of the expanded tournament, but it's always been like that.
Because you're turning into the SEC.
No, we're not turning
the SEC.
They're just not.
You're turning into the SEC.
No.
The SEC.
They're just not. I mean, Illinois scheduled Duke this week. That was a big game, and Illinois put B2A.
Oklahoma put B2A against Michigan. They scheduled Michigan this week.
Yeah, fair enough. But, I mean, we knew Michigan was bad. Bryce Young can't throw the football.
I mean, there's a few games here and there, like Iowa State, but that has to be a game that's played every year, so they get an out-of-conference game that's there tough. Michigan State played a good team.
Great win by Michigan State there. Aiden Childs looked like he could start to continue to get better and better. He's still only 19 years old. And
honestly, Penn State wins 34-0, and they didn't really look good in that game.
I don't think if you're Penn State, you're worried at all.
They were up 10-0 at half.
South Carolina won 38-10 against South Carolina State.
Mm-hmm.
So after winning 60-0 on a 52.5 spread that one of us bet, and after one of us told us to bet it and then won.
So I gave you a pick that won. What's the issue?
Yeah, you just didn't bet it. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. Wait, hold on. What's the score here? I can't see it.
2010.
About to go to half?
Yes.
So I'm catching. Let's go. Troy Clemson was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I thought
Troy was up at half, 63.
Well, I mean, SEC school that's scheduled in a semi-easy school loses.
What are you talking about?
Florida.
Oh, yeah, that was just a bad loss from Florida.
But I think USF is very good, though. I think
they're a solid team. I mean,
they went and put
the USF. That is not in the same category as scheduling Kennesaw State or Northwestern State.
No, I mean
they by 70.
I'm pretty sure they beat up on Boise State. I believe.
Yeah, I mean USF's American, right? So I mean that's not. I don't consider those easy games.
USF's also ranked 18th now, so I should say.
Oh yeah, so like, what are we doing? And this is another thing I wanted to say about Bama.
They beat an SEC team in Florida.
Yeah, I mean that's.
And they have the best resume in big play. Their best resume in college football. Two ranked wins already.
Yeah, which is crazy. And I don't want to be the guy that's out here defending Alabama.
They have Miami next week.
Well, that'll be fun. But they could be Miami.
They could. I mean, but I think Miami's good though.
But here's my thing is everybody's going off about how bad Bama is and oh my God, they got killed by Florida State. But now Florida State's ranked 10. So is Bama suck or do they lose to a good team? Because it can't be both.
I mean, I don't think Bama sucks, but it sucks for Bama standards.
Yeah, it does. But if Florida State ends up being this good team, then that's not a horrible loss on the road against Florida State.
Yeah, but I think in the long run, that's not a game Nick Saban or
I
Alabama
agree.
loses.
I can just see the future of Bama turns it around this year. We're talking like they're on the bubble of the tournament. It's like they lost week 1 to FSU, but FSU's a good team. It was an unranked loss, but FSU's in the playoff now, so.
Yeah, and I mean that they'll understand that if it comes down to it.
Yeah, and it's week 1, which you get a little bit grace for week 1. But any other big college football stories? I don't.
SMU loses to Baylor.
Yes, that was a great game too.
It was a great game. Kevin Jennings was on crack for I believe most of the game.
Florida beat
random. Did you see the play where he ran like 5 yards in front of the line of scrimmage and then decided to throw the football?
I did not. No.
Hilarious.
So funny. It's always funny to see a guy do that.
He's a laugh of a quarterback, and I was hoping SMU would be great so he could make his revenge in the playoffs, but I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think so either. Florida State, though, they do show that they're for real and win 77-3 against East Texas A&M, which is funny. Yeah, that's about all I have, though. Good start to college football.
Yeah, Notre Dame loses to Miami. Kind of a rough loss.
Yeah.
What a play.
But Miami, I think both those teams are solid.
Oh, no time left.
I think both those teams are solid.
Yeah, I think both those teams are solid.
All right. So I think that's about it for this episode, unless we have anything left here.
Yeah, I'm just going to say my start of the week is Daniel Jones, no matter what.
Oh, okay. There you go. You want to
just get that out there. And my dud of the week was going to be
let's just do it then.
The Browns kicker.
Let's just do it then. We'll keep it in, too, that we weren't going to do it. Now we're doing it. We'll just keep it in. All right. Who's your stud? Daniel Jones?
Daniel Jones.
Okay, my stud of the week is going to be Isaac Tesla.
That's embarrassing. That's the most embarrassing start of the week ever that we've ever had. That's the worst start of the week you've ever had.
Really?
One catch for your start of the week.
He Odell'd it.
One catch for your start of the week is crazy. I think that's just cope. That's just cope for how bad the Lions look today.
My stud of the week is Isaac Tesla. My dud of the week is...
My dud of the week is the Lions team for that embarrassing performance against the Packers.
All right. My dud of the week is Cardinals fans because fuck you guys.
That's crazy. I like the Cardinals. I like Cardinals. I like
all right, now you're...
okay. I would never say that about Cardinals fans. I gave them a second. That's big. Wow.
Big time.
What a drive by Josh Allen there to end the half.
All right. I got to edit this video, so it's out for you guys on Monday. We're going to watch the rest of the Sunday Night Football game. If you guys made it this far, thank you so much. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit all the links in our description for our TikTok, where we do all of our short-form content, our Spotify and Instagram, which we just launched, so go check that out with all of our reels on it. We'll be back next week for our Week 2 recap and talking about some college football, and we will see everyone